What's up? This is D Anything TV. I'm here to review episode 9. What if the Watcher broke itself? Starts off in the sky. Black Widow and Agent Carter are in a jet. They're talking. Then Agent Carter jumps out of the plane. Then she fights with her shield versus a guy on a dock. Back and forth. The fight is intense. Then in the sky, the Watcher looks at her, and she says she is chosen. To Star-Lord, T'Challa, and they say you are chosen. Then they see Gamora and of Icar, say you have been chosen. Then Eric Stevens Killmonger say you have been chosen. And then Thor World, he said you have been chosen. And then Thor didn't listen, so then the Watcher grabs him from the sky and puts him in a building, put them all together. And then he told the new mission requires all the team members to save the new multiverse. So now Gamora, Killmonger, Thor, Captain Carter had to work together now. The Guardians of the Universe. He then mentions that Ultron has all these Infinity Stones, and he's hiding in the multiverse. Then he warps them to the place where he's at. Ultron is super giant. Doctor Strange then put a protection spell on all of them. Thor then shoots a lightning bolt to him, so that didn't work. Then Captain Carter flies to air attack him. Strange says the protection spell is temporary and it won't last. So they all took note. Then the three-headed dragon shot it with fire on Ultron, and it's still no effect. Then they was able to get out one of the stones. That's the Soul Stone. Then Scarlet Witch appears, and then she blasts Ultron. Then he's knocked down to the floor. Then Black Widow comes and says, "I'm here to protect the world." Then gun wielding Black Panther T'Challa. Then he fell to the floor. They're getting damaged now. Then Captain Carter goes up to her and hits her with the Frankensteiner with her two legs. This is awesome. And then he turns super big and enormous. Then they all take together, double team, triple team, and then they had him take out all the stones. They put this robotic thing into him. And what the Watcher says, every universe is different. Thus, the Infinity Stones is unique. Captain Carter says that if you destroy it on my Earth, then not this world. Then Carter and Black Widow teamwork, and then attack and shoot an arrow head. And he said, "This is for Clint." They inject something into him, and then they found out that it's actually the mad scientist for the first Avengers. So now he's inside Ultron's body. So he gave him a computer virus. So now he's shaking and he's talking to the mad scientist in his brain. So he's stunned. He's stunned. And then Killmonger, he passes out. Ultron passes out. Then Killmonger puts on the Ultron costume, and he wants to over the stones. Then Killmonger puts on the Ultron costume, and they say he wants to fix every world and every other place in the multiverse. And they want him to stop the rest of the team. Then the scientist uses his power to separate the stones from his body. Strange helps, and then the Watcher intervenes. Then then takes the fireball, which is basically the stones. Then they went back into their own world. Then Captain Carter waits in the portal, and then he wants to go to another time. The Watcher said she would go back to her time and morph. Then the Watcher morphs Black Widow into her time. So then it morphs into the Avengers ship. Black Widow wants to fix her world. Then Loki comes up to her and said, "Oh, you're not my Black Widow. Who are you?" And then Nick Fury comes and said, "Oh, she's from a different universe, but she seems similar to the original Black Widow." In the after credits scenes, Agent Carter goes by to the spot she left off versus that guy, and then she defeats him, and then she walks to the suit that I in Iron Man 1, the suit that the first Iron Man suit that Tony Stark ever made. I give this episode an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was a really good episode. It actually was very intense. You get to see a new super villain, Ultron, with all the Infinity Stones. I thought it was good. And I think this was a great season. All right. Thank you.